Son, daughter, listen carefully. This is not just another message to read in a rush or set aside like so many others. This is a conversation between you and me. A conversation that needs to happen because it brings healing, direction, and a call to a new time. That's why you must not stop halfway. Do not run away. Stay until the end, because if you stay, you will understand what is hindering your walk and you will find what your heart so desperately needs. I know every corner of your inner being. I know what you show to the world and also what you hide even from yourself. I know what you pretend not to feel, what you cover up with smiles and what you try to compensate with effort. And today, with love and truth, I need to confront you, not to shame you, but to set you free. There are things you are carrying, defending, and even justifying that are silently sabotaging the path I have for you. That's why I want to tell you with all the firmness of my love, there are things you need to let go of if you truly want to walk with me. I'm not talking about religiosity. I'm not talking about appearances. I'm talking about walking with me, deeply, intimately, truthfully, lightly, and that requires surrender, decision, and courage to abandon what seems normal but is drawing you away from who I have called you to be. The first thing you need to let go of is self-pity. Yes, I saw what they did to you. I know the pains no one applauded. I was there when you held back your tears so you wouldn't seem weak. I saw you trying to be strong in the midst of injustice. I understand every tear you swallowed. But now the time has come to leave that place. Self-pity is a dark, shallow, treacherous pit. It starts as comfort but ends as a prison. It convinces you that you are a victim of everything, that no one understands you, that everyone has abandoned you, and that you have the right not to move forward. But the truth is, it is preventing you from growing, trusting, and breaking free. You no longer need to live trapped in that narrative. I'm your liberator. I'm the one who heals, who restores, who makes all things new, even your story. I want to lift you out of the poor me role the world imposed on you and set you up as a warrior, a son, a daughter, someone called to overcome, not just survive. What happened to you was real, but it can no longer dictate who you are or where you are going. Pain can no longer frame your identity. Let it go. Let me write a new story for you, but for that to happen, you must stop looking at yourself with pity and start looking at me with faith. The second thing you need to let go of is comparison. Son, daughter, I did not create you to compete. I did not design your path for you to live constantly measuring yourself against others. That constant sideways glance is undermining your confidence, stealing your peace, and blinding you to everything I have already done for you. When you compare yourself, you accuse me, even if you don't realize it. It's like saying, God, what you gave me is not enough. And that imprisons you. It robs you of gratitude and pushes you into a cycle of hidden envy, frustration, and discouragement. Worst of all, you start desiring someone else's life without knowing the price they pay, the deserts they cross, and the battles they fight in silence. I did not make you a copy. I did not create you from scraps. You are unique, with unique gifts, paths, battles, and promises. I called you by name. I did not make a mistake with you. As long as you keep comparing yourself, you will miss out on living what I prepared specifically for your journey. Let go of that trap. Look at me. Walk at your pace. Celebrate others' victories without minimizing your own. You will only run freely when you stop running against others and start running with me. The third thing you need to let go of is pride. Son, daughter, don't be deceived. Pride is not strength, it's defense. It disguises itself as firmness. But at its core, it reveals a heart that does not want to depend, that does not want to yield, that prefers being right over being healed. And I cannot work where there is no surrender. Pride makes you harden your voice, close your heart, pretend everything is fine when inside everything is falling apart. It makes you reject advice, despise correction, and even ignore me when I speak simply to you. But listen, I exalt the humble, not the resistant. Those who humble themselves, who bow down, who recognize their limits, they are the ones on whom I can pour unlimited favor. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to sustain an image. I am not impressed by appearances of strength. I rejoice in sincerity, repentance, in a heart that says, Lord, help me, for I cannot do it alone. Let go of that pride. It is distancing you from people. It is blocking healing. It is keeping you stuck in places you should have already overcome. Come down from that pedestal you built with your own hands and let me lift you up for real. The fourth thing you need to let go of is gossip. I know it seems harmless. Sometimes it's disguised as venting, prayer for someone, or even care. But deep down, you don't speak out of love, but out of habit, vanity, and judgment, and it saddens me. Because every time you repeat something about someone without the intention of helping, you are feeding the enemy. You are hurting without realizing it. You are perpetuating confusion, division, and pain. I did not call you to comment on another's fall, but to help them rise. I did not anoint you to spread conversations, but to proclaim hope. You have been carrying too many words that do not build up, do not heal, do not bring life. Today I call you to purify your lips, to choose the silence that protects, honors, and builds, because those who walk with me speak what edifies, what heals, what points to heaven. Let go of that practice, break that cycle. You will see how your heart becomes lighter when your mouth stops carrying the weight of others. The fifth thing you need to let go of is resentment. Son, daughter, I know it hurt. I know it was unfair. I saw it all. I'm not asking you to forget as if nothing happened. I'm asking you to let go of what is poisoning you inside. Resentment is like a root that spreads through your heart, and the longer it stays, the more space it takes from love, peace, and joy. As you feed it, the one who hurt you keeps you imprisoned, even if they have already moved on. I don't want you living enslaved by past feelings. I want to give you a new season, but it only begins when you choose to forgive. Forgiveness does not mean saying everything is okay. Forgiveness means saying, I will no longer let this pain dictate my days. It is giving up emotional revenge. It is saying, Lord, you take care of it because I no longer want to carry this weight. You think you are holding on to justice, but you are holding on to a burden. And I invite you, let it go, surrender it, leave it, because forgiveness is not for the one who hurt you, it's for you to stay free. Resentment paralyzes, but forgiveness sets free. I know it's hard, but I'm here to help you. You just need to decide. Son, daughter, I am not calling you to a place of perfection. I am calling you to a place of transformation. I am not demanding that you be flawless, but that you be whole. Come with everything, even your flaws, but come willing to let go of what binds you. Self-pity, comparison, pride, gossip, and resentment no longer have a place in someone who wants to walk with me. These weights prevent you from running, trusting, and advancing. And I am calling you to freedom. I am calling you to walk lightly, to walk with an open heart, to be an answer amid so much pain. But it begins with a decision. Will you let go or keep justifying? Will you hide behind your wounds or let me heal you? Will you keep defending your walls or allow me to tear them down and build something new? The decision is in your hands. But know this, I am still here waiting to walk with you. And where I walk, there is peace, healing, deliverance, and purpose. And as you walk this road with me, there is something else you must understand. Healing is not an event, it is a journey. It will not happen in a single prayer or a fleeting moment of emotion. It happens in the daily choice to trust me when your feelings scream otherwise. It happens when you decide, morning after morning, that your past will not write the script of your future. Son, daughter, I see how often you become discouraged when change feels slow. But remember, I'm not looking for speed. I'm looking for surrender. A heart that keeps returning to me, even with trembling steps, is a heart that will see my promises fulfilled. Do not despise the small beginnings. Do not scorn the hidden seasons where no one applauds, where no one notices. It is in the hidden soil that the strongest roots are formed. And without deep roots, no tree survives the storms. There are things I am building in you now that will sustain you in the seasons to come. There are battles you are learning to fight now that will prepare you to stand where others fall. Nothing in this time is wasted if you keep your hand in mine. Listen to me carefully. Not every door that closes is a rejection. Some are protection. Not every friendship that fades is a betrayal. Some are my pruning. I know what you need and I know what you must be shielded from, even when you do not understand. You often pray for new things, new seasons, greater anointing. But you must know, new seasons demand new wineskins. The old patterns, the old thinking, the old emotional habits cannot contain what I want to pour into you. If you resist the process of renewal, you will resist the very blessing you are asking for. Let me take you deeper than you have ever dared to go, beyond the surface confessions, beyond the half-truths you tell yourself, into the places that you have walled off, even from your own prayers. Because it is there, in those hidden corners, that I want to bring light and life. Son, daughter, stop fearing exposure. Stop fearing what will happen if you truly come into the light. I do not expose to shame, I expose to heal. I uncover wounds only so I can cleanse them and make them whole. You cannot heal what you continue to hide. You cannot conquer what you continue to tolerate. Today I am offering you more than comfort. I am offering you freedom. But freedom only comes when you trust me enough to let me touch the untouchable places. I see your exhaustion. You have been carrying burdens you were never meant to carry. You have been trying to fix things with your own hands, patching holes in a ship that was never meant to sail without me. Let go of the illusion of control. Trust is not passive. Trust is the active surrender of your will to mine, even when the path ahead is obscured. It is the cry of the heart that says, "Not my way, Lord, but yours, even when I do not see." Stop calculating your safety based on what you can understand. My ways are higher, my thoughts are deeper, and my plans are more beautiful than anything you could design. But you must be willing to walk even when you do not have all the answers. I am not just trying to change your circumstances, I am trying to change you. Because a changed circumstance without a changed heart will only lead you back to the same broken cycles. I want more for you than temporary relief. I want lasting transformation. That is why I allow the stretching, the waiting, the unanswered questions. Not because I'm indifferent, but because I'm invested in your becoming. Not just your arriving, I'm more concerned with who you are becoming than where you are going. Son, daughter, you have prayed for my will, but my will often requires your death. Not a death of your worth, but a death of your self-will, your pride, your insistence on your way. Only then can true life spring up, life that the world cannot steal and circumstances cannot shake. The dreams I have for you are bigger than the ones you have for yourself, but they require a heart that can be trusted, a heart that will not worship the dream more than the giver. Otherwise, blessings will become idols and victories will become traps. This is why I strip away certain things before I release the new. It is not punishment, it is preparation. I remove what will rot so that what is eternal can flourish. Do not fight the refining fire. Do not despise the painful seasons that press you closer to me. Every tear you have cried in surrender is a seed in my hands, and not one seed planted in faith will fail to bear fruit in due season. There will be days when you feel abandoned. There will be nights when you question if I am still near. In those moments, do not rely on feeling. Rely on my faithfulness. I am closer than your breath, even when you cannot sense me. Son, daughter, beware of bitterness in the waiting. Beware of the slow corrosion of the heart that stops expecting good from me. Guard your heart, for from it flow the springs of life. A bitter heart can kill a blessed future before it even begins. Instead, choose hope. Hope that is not based on outcomes, but rooted in my character. Hope that anchors the soul, even in the fiercest storms. Hope that declares, I may not see it yet, but my God is working all things for good. Remember, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned on the side of the road. You are seen, known, pursued, loved, even now, even here. Lift your head, child. Shake off the dust of disappointment. Wipe your eyes, strengthen your weak knees, steady your trembling hands. I am calling you forward, not to a future based on chance or luck, but to a destiny written by my own hand. And nothing and no one can steal what I have prepared for those who walk with me.